Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some real talk about confidence. So, I wanted to do this video. This is actually kind of like a response video to my dude, Alpha Male Strategy. Shout out to you. I like the channel. Guys, make sure you go subscribe to Alpha Male Strategies, but I saw this and I was like, I got to respectfully disagree with what you're saying in this video. And also saw, I think, another video you did where you were talking about lying to women and stuff like that. And, I sort of disagree with that too, but I could, touch on that a little bit here too. But in his video, he was talking about how, it's not about confidence and it's about self-improvement and, how you're putting the cart before the horse. You got to know how to do something first and then you become, you could become confident and all that stuff. Now, see, this is the thing. This is like a really difficult topic for a lot of people to grasp because a lot of times, most people don't understand confidence, right? Most people don't understand confidence is actually, a hard thing to explain too, because it's not anything that's necessarily tangible because your confidence comes from inside. You understand? It's like trying to sort of like explain happiness to an extent, and I'll get into that in a second too. But what I first want to talk about is how confidence comes from inside you. You understand? And so the thing that most guys don't understand is they are trying to pursue confidence or gain confidence through doing things, right? They're trying to gain confidence or, pursue confidence through doing things, right? Now, what you have to understand when we talk about that is this, is that you have to understand the difference between being confident and being competent. Okay? The difference between being confident and being competent, or the difference between having confidence or being, having competence in a certain situation. So what is competence? What does it mean to be competent, right? So basically what that means is when you're competent, that means that you know how to do something well. You know how to do something successfully, right? So what you can do is you can derive a sense of confidence through competence, but you don't necessarily need to be competent in order to be confident. So for example, if you're competent in baking a cake or baking cakes, that means that you know the step-by-step things you need to do in order to bake a cake, right? So what happens is that you can say, I'm confident in my ability to bake that cake. Right? So you're saying I have this confidence that I can bake the cake because I know how. And I know how because I'm competent in this. The competence is the knowing how to do something. And therefore, some people derive their confidence through the competence. Get it? Right. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you have to understand that you don't necessarily need to be competent to have confidence. So let's use the baking cake example. You don't need to know how to bake a cake to actually be confident in your ability to bake a cake. So that means that you don't necessarily need to know how to have baked the cake beforehand in order to have the feeling of being confident in order to do it. So you can just say, you know what? I'm going to go and bake a cake today, even though you've never baked a cake in your life. Right? So the thing is, you can have two people saying the same thing. Two people are saying, I'm going to go bake a cake. Both these people have never baked a cake in their life. One person isn't confident in baking that cake. One person is. They both have never baked a cake in their life, but that one person actually is confident in doing it. One person's not. So the thing is, you have to understand that you don't necessarily need to know how to do something in order to be confident in doing it. Because a lot of times you have to sort of be confident in doing something before you even do it. You understand? So for example, you got a part of my voice because I'm catching a cold today or whatever, but I was like, I got to do this video. But anyway, so for example, when I was first writing books, I've never written books but I was confident that I could do it, and therefore I did it. You understand? So I was confident in my ability to do it even before I tried it. And then so I took that step to do it. And the only reason you're listening to me right now is because I was confident within myself to make all of this happen. So if I said, well, you know what? I can't make videos and, nobody's going to listen to me. No, I can't write books and all this other stuff. Then, I just wouldn't have did shit because I would have felt like, well, I never did it before. So how can I be confident in actually doing this? How can I feel sure of myself that I can make this happen? Right? Because a lot of times what happens is that you choosing to, do certain things, there's a certain level of confidence in that. Even if you were doing something and you weren't, feeling like you're extremely confident in doing it, the fact that you're taking the chance to do it shows a level of confidence, because it has to be a level of belief in yourself that you can actually do the things that you're doing. You see what I'm saying? See, again, the reason why a lot of guys get this confused is because they have this sort of thought process of thinking they have to pursue confidence or do A, B, and C first, and then they can be confident. It's kind of like a person saying, pursuing happiness. It's like, well, once I get this, car, once I get this money, once I get this house, once I get this girl, then I'll be happy. So you guys are saying, okay, once I get this car, once I get this money, once I, get this and that, then I can be confident. And this is kind of like what you were saying in the video where you were talking about, self-improvement. You understand? And the thing is this, you can sort of build confidence through self-improvement, but all it really is when we talk about self-improvement, it's mostly a mental thing. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about self-improvement as far as external things. You were saying, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you were saying something like, if you get your money up, or if you, you lose weight and all that other stuff. And all that stuff is great. Like, you should definitely lose weight. If you're overweight, you should definitely get your money up. All of that stuff is good. But if you're using that as a way to say, well, I'm confident now because I have more money or I lost weight and all this other stuff, that's not really confidence. Because your confidence, what it's supposed to be doing, the confidence is supposed to stay at a certain place. It's supposed to be just what it is. It's not going to go up or down based off of what's happening in your life. So if you're thinking, well, I'm going to be confident once I get the money, if all that money is lost, are you just not confident anymore? If you say, I'm going to be confident because I got a nice car and these girls like me because I got a nice car. If that car, crashes or you can't afford to have that car anymore, are you not going to be confident anymore? You see what I'm saying? So when you're using external things for your confidence, that's not really confidence. You understand? Confidence is something that is constant. It's like happiness. It's the same way where they'll say, and this is the funny part, people confuse happiness with excitement or thrills. So let's say you win $10,000, in some contest or something. You're like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. No, you're not happy. You're excited. Because once you lose that money or once that money is all gone, you're right back to being depressed again. You're right back to being upset again. So are you really happy, or are you just happy based off of, or quote unquote happy based off of what you just got? And then when it's gone, are you happy anymore? See, real happiness is you're happy with or without the $10,000. Real confidence is you're confident with or without the money. You're confident with or without the fancy car. You're confident with or without the girl. You're confident with or without getting that girl's number. You're confident with or without having sex with the girl. You understand? So if you are the type of person who thinks that, you are going to be confident because you did this, and that. What's going to happen is when you accomplish this, and that, and now you say, finally, I'm confident. When that shit goes away, where does your confidence go? That's not real confidence. See, the real confidence is really just a state of mind. Again, goes back to when I said it comes from inside you. This is why you always hear me say the truth is inside you, not outside you. It's inside you. Because no matter what happens outside, that doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect what's inside you. So I could get rejected by 100 girls and I'm still going to look at myself like that motherfucker, like I'm that fly ass motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? And that is what confidence is. And so when you have that type of energy, how many girls do you think you're going to get? Versus the only reason you're confident is because you got cars and money. Let me tell you guys something. I've never owned a car. Matter of fact, I don't even know how to drive. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to drive. I have never owned a car. Up until maybe like a year or 2 years ago, I would say a year or two, whatever, up until like 2 years that just passed, I have never had at one point more than $5,000 in my bank account. Never. You understand? When I was writing my book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, I was living at my mother's house, sharing a room with my brother. You understand? So I'm writing this book and I'm confident within myself to actually make it happen. But if I was like, damn, I'm going to need to get a car, I'm going to need to get money, I'm going to need to do this, I'm going to need to do that first. And then after I do all that, then I can write this and then I can make this happen. No. You understand? I was doing my shit. And I was confident that I was going to make it happen. See, the problem with a lot of guys is they don't understand value. They don't understand their value. And, unfortunately, a lot of PUA dudes, they've sort of like confused this shit where they're always talking about, you got to demonstrate high value. Right? So what happens is that when you're saying you have to demonstrate the high value, what you're kind of saying is that, well, this girl or whoever doesn't see me, they're not going to see me as valuable until I demonstrate. I have to show them. But you don't have to show them shit, because if you are valuable and you know you're valuable and you are confident and you feel that confidence, right? You don't got to demonstrate shit. The shit will be seen. The shit will be known because you fucking exude that shit. If you're trying to demonstrate this or demonstrate that, or if you're trying to do this or trying to do that in order to get someone to see a certain thing about you, that's not confidence. Right? And the thing is, guys don't understand their value. So, you have to understand, guys, that when it comes to confidence, you have to know what we're talking about. See, the problem is we don't know what we're talking about. See, the other day I even had a dude, he put a comment on, he was like, I'm not too sure about this confidence thing, because don't you need to have done something first and then you could be confident, and this is what we talked about earlier, where you're thinking that you need to have done something, you need to have did these things in order for you to be confident first, or in order for you to have confidence. But there's so many people who, and this is like, you can freaking see this all over the world and throughout history or whatever, of people doing things they have never done before and were confident enough to pull through and make shit happen. Matter of fact, there's people who've done lots of things, tried a lot of shit and failed, and still kept going because they were confident in themselves that they would make something of themselves. Just like you have a lot of business people, a lot of entrepreneurs, they are confident as fuck because they fail and they fail and they fail and they keep going, and then they pop and then the shit blows up. But none of that would have blew up if they didn't have the confidence to keep going. If they'd have been like, fuck it, nobody likes me, I suck, blah, blah, blah. No, it's the confidence that made them go make it happen. You understand? Why do you think you got so many whack ass rappers out here who are able to make shit happen. It's because they had the confidence to do it. All these people were like, oh, you suck, you're garbage, nobody's going to like you, rejection, rejection, rejection. But what happened? The confidence is what kept them going. Right? And see, what was interesting was, because I think in the other video I was talking about lying to women and all that. And I agree with you to an extent of saying, I'm not with that moral high ground stuff either. But when I say I'm not with the moral high ground, I'm more so saying like, I'm not telling people like, hey, you should do this or you should do that. I'm more so like, look, this is what I think might be the best course of action. And the thing is, when it comes to lying to women, to me, it looks like you're putting the woman on a pedestal, meaning that you feel like, well, I don't want to lose her, so I'm going to do any and everything to keep her. Right? And again, this is where we come from confidence, because if you're truly confident, you don't give a fuck if you can't keep this chick or if this chick gonna bounce. You tell her what the fuck it is, and if she ain't down with it, then she could peace out. Because there's a whole bunch of other chicks that I know is gonna want to fuck with me. Listen, I'm married, dude, and I got a girl, and they both know about each other. And I see other women, and when I see other women, I tell them I got a girl and a wife. But you know why I don't gotta lie? Because I'm confident. You see what I'm saying? You don't gotta do all of that shit when you're confident, when you're truly confident. Because you were saying in the video, I think too, you was like, oh, I wouldn't step to beyond, you wouldn't step up to Beyonce or something because you feel like you're not at the level, and she would be out of your league. See, I don't even believe in no leagues and all of that other shit. You see what I'm saying? When you're confident, when you have that belief in yourself, when you believe that you can do what you want to do, you're not worrying about all that external societal shit. No. See, this is the problem. This is why a lot of guys can't really get to that next level. This is why a lot of guys can't really, get shit popping with women. It's because you don't understand how valuable you are. You don't understand confidence. You keep thinking that you need to get this, and that in order for women to like you. You think you need to, like you can't get a girl unless you're lying to her, or like she's not going to accept you unless you sell her a dream or lie, which is so far from the truth. Because this is the thing. You can get girls lying. I'm not saying you can't. Because trust me, I used to lie all the fucking time. So I'm not saying that like, oh, I never know. I used to lie like a motherfucker. But the reason why I was lying was because I was scared, because I wasn't confident at that point. Because I was scared of losing a chick. Because I felt like, hey, I want her here. I need her here to feel good about myself. And see, a lot of dudes just don't understand what it is when we talk about this confidence thing, man. Because when you talk to a chick and you're interacting with the girl or whatever, a lot of times what happens is, because we always talk about the looks and, it's all about looks and, she got to think you're cute and all this other stuff. What do you think makes a girl who doesn't think you're cute, who doesn't find you physically attractive, still get with you? What do you think it is? What do you think it is when a guy who's not that good looking, or quote unquote good looking, whatever that is to you, or that girl doesn't think he's like her physical type, what is it that makes him be able to get with her? It's that confidence. It's that confidence within himself to say, you know what? I'm going over there to talk to that chick, period. I'm going to spit that game. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to say what I got to say. And either she going to get with it or she not going to get with it. But guess what got me from here to the other side of the fucking room was the confidence, right? See, if he wasn't confident, you know what he'd say? He'd be in the corner of the room. Well, I can't get with her because, I don't have a nice car. I don't have money. She's not in my league, all that other stuff. That's like insecure type of talking. You feel what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to lay that down for you guys to understand, because what happens is, and I see this a lot, is that, dudes have this, and I think I sort of mentioned this in my other video. A lot of guys have this sort of way of approaching the game, looking at it as if, they have to do like a lot of extra shit in order for them to be valuable to women. You understand? Meaning, well, I can't talk to a girl unless I got, if I don't look like a supermodel, then I got to at least have some money, and then if I have the money, it's going to make everything just fall into my lap easier. You understand? Now, I'm not here to say, if you look good and a girl thinks you look good, she's not going to give you play. Of course she will. If she thinks you look good, she's going to at least, talk to you, right? To a certain extent, if you're talking to her. If you have money and a chick knows you have money and she sees that you have some sort of like trick type of energy, then yeah, chick will fuck with you on that because she see you got money. She see you trying to spend some money on her, and she'll do that. But what I'm saying is that you don't need that money. You don't need to be the best looking guy, right? But what every guy can have is understanding the value within himself. That's the main reason why I never wanted to go too much on focusing on, it's all about you looking really hot and sexy and blah blah. No, I always wanted to focus guys on understanding their value, understanding what makes them unique, understanding what makes them interesting, understanding that thing that they only have. You understand? Because there's nobody else like you. That just one fucking fact within itself is the thing where you should start to even derive your confidence from. There's nobody like you. Nobody. So when you approach that girl, understand that there's no one else she can get that experience from except for you. You understand? So, you guys just got to understand that stuff, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Listen, shout out to my dude, Alpha Male Strategies. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. I will holler at you guys later. Leave a, comment and click the link below if you have any questions to send me, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, make sure you click the link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Now, this is a private one-on-one coaching session between me and you where we chop up game for a half an hour. So make sure you click that link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.